Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the today's session of Saturday Talk by JanyuTechnologies. Today, we are honored to have Colonel Dalwinder Singh Katoch with us during his school days. He was awarded the title of Best Athletic Athlete of Chandigarh in the year 1977 and was an active member and blazer holder of Nation Service Scheme. He joined the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, in year 1983. He was commissioned to 17th Battalion, the Jammu and Kashmir Rifles, in December 1984. Hostile weather of Siachen Glacier. In order to safeguard the nation from external adversaries, he has lived a soldier's dream of fighting the Kargil War during Operation Vijay, plotting the major infiltration attempt in the region of Batalik and Chorbatla in Ladakh sector. He has been awarded 5 times for his gallantry and distinguished service to the nation by the Chief of Army Staff. He retired in year 2016 and currently is settled in Pune. He is enjoying his retirement by involving himself in activities for the upliftment and betterment of the society. Today, he is going to speak on the Kargil soldier story. Sir, over to you from here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you so much. Good evening to everyone. Thankful to Harish ji, who gave me a message yesterday and gave me this opportunity to share my story as a soldier with the young minds and bright minds of your corporate. And Rajiv, once again, thank you very much for introducing me. If you see this slide on your screen, you will see when I was commissioned. That's almost about 42 years ahead, rather before. So now you can see what I was and what I am now. You can see me on the screen. So many things have been vanished from the face and so many other things have come on the face. So I belong to a battalion when I was commissioned to the 17th Battalion of Jammu and Kashmir Rifles. So if you have this Kargil War, you will find that Jammu and Kashmir Rifles prominently connected with Captain Vikram Batra. He is from 18th Battalion and he was part of the Kargil operation and we were working together but we never met. I was major at that time and he was a youngster. So our regiment has a very rich history in the safeguard of Jammu and Kashmir. So I will restrict my talk with the scope that what is an infantry soldier? Like I'm from the arm which is called infantry. So what is the life of an infantry soldier and how he develops himself and how he operates during his service career. My operational tools during my service and counter-terrorist operations in Kashmir, a brief history about Ladakh and how much I have served in Ladakh. Then the actual operation where I was a participant for almost complete duration, that is from 27th April 99 till 17th July of 99. Then the operation was called off. With all these things, I will like to give my tips to the audience. If you find it applicable and benefit, kindly use it in your life. So first of all, I will tell you about the infantry soldier. We are called Queen of the Battle. If I may ask any of you why it is called Queen of the Battle. Anyone can have any guess? Can give me a reply, please. So I don't see that you can guess why infantry is called Queen.
Probably to save the king on a chessboard.
No, save the king in the chessboard. Chessboard is the keyword. In chessboard, queen can move in any direction. So in warfare, infantry is the only arm which can move by land, sea, or air. No other arm can operate in all type of, different type of levels. Infantry is the only one which can operate, execute, and then occupy whatever we have achieved during the operations. They are the only arm which can hold the ground. Like in Kargil, these intruders came in and occupied our territory. Lot of things moved. Later part, Air Force also moved. Artillery also fired. Lot of guns. It was not a tankable country, so tanks were not effective. After doing it for almost 60 days, it was only the infantryman who was occupying the same heights which had been intruded by the Pakis. So that's the reason it is called Queen of the Battle, because we can move anywhere. So that is infantry. Now I go to the operational tools. If you see, like after my commissioning, our battalion moved to Ladakh sector. That was way back in 86. From 86 to 88, we carried out lot of operations, like construction of bunkers. During that time, it's called watershed. At the watershed heights, we constructed bunkers for 2 years. The complete troops were used as laborers, and we constructed a lot of pillboxes, bunkers, and we moved the logistic tracks towards the higher heights. Like we have a classification of tracks. We constructed class 5 tracks where mules and other things can move. During that period, 86 to 88, we had an opportunity of mass mobilization in 87, 88. There was a operation called brass tacks. It was a operation which was tested and also to scare the adversary that we can move in such a fast time. Behind the operation, there was a this strategy to occupy the Pakistan side of Siachen. So basically, it was to neutralize that threat which is coming from that side. So that was the main aim of this operation, brass tacks. So I spent 2 years there, had a stint in Siachen, and after that we moved to the peace posture, that is in Jammu. Again, it was part of Jammu and Kashmir. And if you recall, there were a lot of political troubles during that time. And in 91, when we moved to Kashmir, it was very, very bad state. During our Jammu tenure, I was a youngster with 5-6 years of service. I used to go to the border areas and used to get deployed to protect these pandits which were coming from there. But that time we never realized that time there was no WhatsApp, there was no social media. So communication was restricted to the, I was given an order, okay, you go, you create a operating base near that camp so that nobody attacks them, and you wait there and come. In the night we used to go, in the morning we used to come back. Basically it was a protective measure. That was one part. Yet that service, we were more concerned about our courses and other things. We were not getting into these things. So 91 we moved to Kashmir. And in Kashmir, we found totally different type of scenario. And that time the insurgency had just started. So I had a lot of operations there, a lot of killings we had, a lot of weapons we captured, a lot of terrorists we captured. I think our unit captured more than 352 these terrorists, and more than 600 weapons we captured. It was peak. The insurgency was at peak. You touch any house, you will find some problem, some or the issue. Like government machinery was also involved. Even the paramilitary was also pro this terrorist groups. So there we had a 3-4 years in Kashmir. I will speak to you regarding my operations also there. Then 97, I moved to Ladakh, and there again participated in Meghdut. And during that tenure only, I participated in Kargil War. I will give you the prelude also, a year back before the Kargil, what was happening there. Then in 2007, I moved to Nagrota. There I was involved in the various operations. So far, these days you see a lot of inputs are coming, a lot of terrorist attacks are taking place. So we used to deploy the various things to plug the gaps where the possible intrusions can take place. In Valley, I had one very major operation. A lot of weapons we captured, you can see in the slides, like these weapons were captured in one operation. These were if you see this pointer, this was our informer. I'm basically in Anantnag, in one of the place where we had laid a cordon for almost 1 month. And this source we developed. This fellow was a barber in terrorist camps in Pakistan. So he used to cut a lot of people here. So we turned him into a Sikh and put him in the uniform. So he used to be with us. And he used to point us in case he used to see anyone whom he has dealt with in the terrorist camps. And we used to catch that fellows. And during all these things, we kept moving from one place to the another, Anantnag, Baramulla. One Swedish couple was, abducted by them. We organized their, tightening of everything, and we rescued them. In Ladakh, if you see, Ladakh is not a, easy terrain. So it took us, it was scheduled for 10 days, and it took us almost 13 days to complete the route. And in that, we suffered a lot of, frostbites and this thing. We have to split the patrol. So in this also we learned certain lessons. First is physical and mental fitness. Such terrain requires your very strong mental as well as your physical robustness. This comes only if you are regularly following the routine. It was the task given to us by the higher head god. We have to complete it. So in infantry, the Naam Namak Nishan is the top priority. If a task is given, it has to be completed at all costs. If it is not completed, then you are not a successful soldier. So with all this thing, I sent half the team back and I only carried the logistic which were left because mules were not able to climb the heights. So they were dying. Almost 20 out of 20, I think 5 mules have already dead. The people were becoming sick. They were unable to walk. So only 10 fit people, we crossed the pass and we came down. After completing this thing, why I completed this thing? Because I have faith in boys. I have a trust in them. They will survive the rigors of this terrain and we will be able to complete the task. When we were stuck at that rate, that pass, whether to go or abandon the mission. So I said, I will cross the pass. Anybody wants to come with me? Come. Otherwise, I alone will go. Then 9 people volunteered and they came with me. So when they find that, yes, this fellow is ready to take the risk, so we will go with him. So they had faith in me and they have a trust in me. We hame safe le jayega. So that decision making is very, very important. So we crossed the pass and after that we reached our battalion. And then when we reached the battalion, we saw the complete battalion was waiting for us. It was a very, very emotional moment for me. And that time I found that I have established myself in the battalion. So as a leader, you have to take risk. You have to expose yourself to danger. Only then in our business of warfare, only then the troops will follow you. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult to motivate people. So now we move to the Kargil War. That is of Vijay, Operation Vijay, called Kargil War. I just see in 97, I was posted to the Ladakh Scouts as a second in command. And I was deployed at a place called Cheshul. Pengangso Lake, people must have heard. So there I was deployed. And then I was brought back to the base. My family was coming. They had come for a winter vacation. This I am talking about the actual operation. Before this, I take you back. In 98, again I had gone to the Kargil. About almost 4, 5, 6 months, in October, almost 6 months back, I had gone to the Kargil with 2 companies. We were told that we have to give a passage. Like my scout, Ladakh Scout is not a conventional troops. They provide passes, they secure passes, they provide logistics support and all these things. So in 98, what Pakistan planned, India had planned. We had planned to capture the heights. But somehow then that bus yatra of Atalji took place and operation was called off. And almost it took us 1 month to roll back to our area. Logistics was the problem. So the operation started in 98. But it was from our side, but we came back. The formations there in Kargil, they reported that the troops which had come against us in 98 had not gone back. So they stayed back and their logistics, their supply trucks had increased. So as a Ladakh Scout person, we were not involved into the conventional deployment of the troops there in Kargil. So in 27th April, like 25th April, my son had come and my wife's mother had come. They had come to spend some time with us during summer because the schools were closed. So I had spent 1 day with him. And 27th, I was told we take these 2 companies and drop them at the Kargil. So I just told them, okay. 1 day I packed my stuff and I moved. And 28th, I reached Kargil and I saw a lot of firing taking place, a lot of bombardment. So I thought we were having no information. Such operation is underway. So then I went to the brigade headquarters. I asked them, I have come with the 2 companies. So what are the orders for me? They said, nobody is here. Please go under the underground bunker. So then we went to the operational room. I met the general officer commanding. He said, you divide your team into 6 persons, 6 teams of my complete troops. Now in Chorbatla, we landed there. We found one, abandoned fiberglass hut. So once we found all these places full of snow, 4 feet, 5 feet snow. Somehow we removed the snow from that fiberglass hut, entered inside. Some hit up arrangements we made, and around that fiberglass we found some observation posts. We removed this thing from there. We started putting the guards there. Some action may take place. Somebody may come here. So we surrounded ourselves with the protection. So after that, after 3-4 days, we came to know that there is some intrusion, like if you see, this is my patrol. These were the area domination patrols, which were, going around these ridge lines on the top. Other side of this thing is Pakistan. That is line of control. Other side of line of control is Pakistan. So these boys, they detected some communication lines. So they came back in the evening and they said, sir, there is some communication cable is there, some telephone lines are there. So immediately I, radioed my headquarters and I told them I require more reinforcements. So then one company was sent up. So when they were coming up, so we came to know that there is some spotting of these intruders along this line. So I directed that company to move up. So when the company reached there, so these fellows who were there in this these Pakis who have intruded inside laying the communication line, they hid themselves, and when they came close to this company which was moving up, they started firing and one of my boys got killed. And that company commander, now that fellow is a Mahavir Chakra, Sonam Vanchuk, he told me, sir, idhar to bahut aadmi hai. So you spread yourself and boys as per your Ladakh training, and slowly they started crawling the ridgeline. When they saw on the other side, there were more than 400 to 500 people waiting. So what was the aim? Aim was to cut off the from Batalic side, come on this line, and from here you go down to the Srinagar Leh highway and cut off the Kargil and choke it. That was their aim. So fortunately, we detected it. So it is just not easy to fight a war or any operations or any long range patrols. So you face death at each step of your life. So these are the things which we see. So in Kargil War, few lessons which I can say I learned was was a dream of a soldier. When we get commissioned, we are full of josh and all that. Ye kar denge, wo kar denge. But when you get deployed everywhere, like you're fighting CA ops, आप बोलते यार ये मेरा काम नहीं है, पुलिस का काम है, मेरे पीछे क्यों पड़े हुए हैं? मेरा काम दुश्मन से लड़ना है, तो दुश्मन दिखता ही नहीं मेरे को कहाँ पे. I'm supposed to fight a enemy. When I fight a terrorist, I don't know whether he's a civilian or not. Whenever we meet over a drink, I can give you so many examples where the collateral damage has taken place, where we have been hit by, we thought this fellow is a civilian, we found that fellow is a terrorist. Ladies are there. It's very difficult to fight for us in the CIOs. And, it dilutes the integrity and, soldiering of a soldier also. Because you are exposed to so many useless things. Then, you saw my tours of duty. Sustaining such a prolonged tour of duty under constant stress and strain, and you suffer socially. When you are required to be attending some function, you are not given a leave or something like that. And then it's very difficult. It becomes very difficult to, put a balance between your duty and your family. Same thing happens in Kargil. Like people are deployed. Like I went there on 27th April and I came back in July. My son came, went back. He just spent one day. I just played, I think, 1 hour cricket with him there, and that's all. So such sustained, prolonged duties or tours, we forget. Our training is such, we forget about the family. Now when now I'm retired, I see the thing. I say, यार इधर मर सकता था, इधर मर सकता था, ठीक है ना? ये बेचारे क्या देखते मेरी फोटो के ऊपर हार लगा के बैठे रहते. So all these things, later on you realized. But somehow training is such. It's a good luck of this country that we are still intact. Otherwise, we are trained. We are trained to do anything. If misguided, a soldier can be very, very dangerous asset. So now we come to this treacherous terrain. I showed you the pictures. Very difficult, very, very difficult to tread this type of terrain. You don't know where is the enemy. You don't know where. If you fall, you will go 1,000 feet down. You don't have any support around you. There is no shelter. There is no cover. There is no this thing. पत्थरों के बीच में घुसे रहो, and you are safe. That is the scene. Very treacherous terrain of Ladakh. Any of you want to go there as a tourism? I recommend you must do minimum 1 to 2 months of physical and mental robustness, so that you can otherwise in that land, it's called in the land of Lama, don't be Gama. You cannot challenge your muscle there. It kills you. It kills you very badly. Then our men and logistic management in this Kargil War was also a challenge. Keep them motivated, to keep them supplied. The boys had carried three days ration on their backs from homes. They've carried sattus, they've carried some other, dry fruits, some other things. You never know when the chain will break. Like when we were dropped at Chorbatla, for 3 days we didn't receive anything because that route was not, explored. That route was not kept open. It took almost a, war level effort to open that route. Then the stuff came to us in very, very small, quantities. Like this timely action outpaced the enemy, preventing cutting of Kargil. Inputs from the intelligences, the movement of the enemy. When they found, that's why they sent me to the Chorbatla for reconnaissance. Pakistan was trying to, outpace us and do a bargaining chip through Batalik, so that Kargil can be, neutralized. So when we dropped us there, we detected that intrusion, so that cutting of Kargil was prevented. So that timely action took place. Maintain high spirits and motivation in face of death. Very, very difficult. It is very, very difficult when you see the bullets are flying around you and you tell the boys, charge. No, it is you who have to lead them. Once you charge, they will bloody well follow you. So it is the leadership which has to set the example. Only then the boys get motivated. When they see you going logically and systematically, ensuring safety and ensuring success, the soldier will follow you. So at this become my lessons learned. And I will request all of you, I will not read out our code of honor, that is Chatwood Credo. All of you later on, you can just Google the Chatwood Credo and read it aram se. Because if I will speak now, it is of just understand that, and that is applicable to as you grow in your service, in your job. That credo has a value. So with this, I give you few success tips. Like, in a soldier's life, maintaining so many social and operational things and their balance, lot of, discipline and something required to be followed. What I follow is just on this slide. Always follow a routine. Always follow a routine so that you can, tune yourself to a particular functioning as per your requirement. Like I have retired now. I'm still following a routine since almost 34 years in the army. Put my mental clock in such a way. I get up at 5:30 every day, even if I sleep at 2 o'clock. So I have to sleep in the afternoon. 2 to 4 o'clock I have to sleep. 4 to 6 I have to roam around in society doing this work, that work, ye work, social work. Something is on, or gup shop with the veterans here. And in 6, 7, take bath and then sit, have a small drink, have your chit chat or gup shop maro. कोई आ जाता है मिलने के लिए उसके साथ मारो तो follow a routine. And around 9:30, 10 I go to sleep. This is my routine. Like today also evening, one of my senior is coming. He is coming at 7 o'clock to my place. So we will sit. I am 100% sure he will not go before 2 o'clock. So he is meeting me after almost 20 years. His daughter was in, I think, 9th or 10th. After that, I am meeting her. He has come from London to, pay the visit. So follow a routine. Set a life. Teach your children also the same. आजकल बड़ा मुश्किल है बच्चों को बताना भी ऐसे जल्दी उठ जाओ ये कर लो तो नहीं. If they are getting up at 8 o'clock, so what? But follow a routine. So that is one. Then loyalty to the organization you serve. Whether you are serving as a soldier or you are serving as a top of the mind. Same like in your corporate. When you join an organization, you should be loyal. Whether after few years you feel that मेरा package कम है नहीं है, you have interaction with them. So well pay loyalty. Don't cheat the organization. Never underestimate your caliber. You have all the capabilities. Like I told you, go through the Chatwood credo. We are trained soldiers. We are, pushed to the extremes. Mentally as well as physically. Like we undergo Ghatak trainings in which we are made to go through the gutter lines. If you have seen Parhar movie, it is almost 30-40% of that. Then physical and mental robustness. It is not the muscle which matters. It is the mind. If your mind is strong, your body follows. It is not what type of, if you have seen my pictures, I am not a hunk. I am a normal human being, but mentally very strong. And physical body follows. So served at 22,000, done 300 kilometers. So fought the enemy, fought the terrorist, everything. But mind and body were functioning in coordination. There it was not a muscle. It was the balanced approach, robustness. That is very important. Align your work with the mind of the leader. Whosoever is leading you, always align with him. If you develop a confrontational approach, you will suffer. So that is the advice. So if you are unable to follow this advice, then switch to some other organization. Keep your team always motivated. If you are a leader, ensure that you look after them well, and maintain a happy work-life balance. Very important. More money may not bring happiness. So work-life balance. I give an example of my son. He did 10 years. He had a lot of passion for the forge. So he did 10 years in the army. Now he is working with a private bank. It's called Society General Global Solutions. So he finds both the things are very, very, very different. And he, like when he was in the army, it was very difficult. He got married. After 15 days, he went, and after 9 months, he came back. Then again, he spent 1 month. Again, he went back. Then he brought the battalion from the valley. Then he was in Chennai. He spent 1 year in Chennai. Then he was moved to Assam. He was in Manipur. So he spent 2 years in Manipur. Then he spent with this thing. So now he's in corporate. He's with his wife. He's with everything. But he still says, Papa, both the things cannot be compared. Here I have a better package, everything fine. But that has a different, equation. So how to balance the wife? Like in that separation also, he may ensure that his wife is motivated. She is not the man. Young so this type of thing, work-life balance करना बहुत जरूरी है to have a happy life. Last, never let your desires override your financial outcomes. It may lead to the burnout. It's very simple. Whatever is given to you, try to be in this thing. Grow, but ensure work balance, not leading to the burnout. Otherwise, by the time you reach in golden years, that is 60 plus, you will find you have so many problems with you. So, हर एक दिन को अच्छे से जियो, मस्त रहो. So with this, I end my talk. And in case anybody has questions, you can answer. I will try to satisfy you.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Arvind Singh. I'm from Khalsa College. I'm a faculty in Khalsa College, Mumbai College. And I was very happy to see, since I belong to Khalsa College, that Sastra, you said about that Sastra operation. Sasrika, yeah. In the short it was, So that was really very nice. And it was like you said, occupy, execute, and that three things, sir, you said. That was very nice. And I think the young minds required to understand that it is not only the army where this discipline and this everything is important. Even in day-to-day life, in our life is also very important.
That's very important, no doubt about it. Yeah.
Yes. And the most important when you said that, and the most important when you said, no, you should be aligning with the leaders. Thought. And with that is very important, because these very young minds nowadays from last 5 to 8 years now, because of this internet and all, they feel they are right in every way, and this has decreased now. So that was very important point you raised.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
WhatsApp University is creating a lot of confusion in the young minds.
And what happened now?
मैं मॉर्निंग में पराठे भी खाता हूँ, मैं घी भी खाता हूँ, ठीक है ना. मेरी वाइफ बोलती है मोटे हो रहे हो, ये हो रहे हो. मैं क्या, खान दे यार, ठीक है ना. फिर नॉन वेज भी खाता हूँ, ड्रिंक्स भी लेता हूँ, सब कुछ करता हूँ, ठीक है ना. बट कोई ऐसा फालतू फंड का मैं स्ट्रेस नहीं लेता भी डॉक्टर ने ये बोला, ये नहीं करना है, डॉक्टर ने ये बोला. You won't believe, now I give you my health conditions. After Kargil War, when I landed here in Pune, I started having a pain in my right shoulder. So I reported to the neurologist. He sent me to some private hospital for MRI. And in that MRI, at the age of almost, I think, 35, so I was detected with 7 vertebrae degenerated. And I was downgraded to a low medical category. So doctor told me, he says, देखो मेजर साहब, आपका जो सिस्टम है ये 2 चीजों पे चलता है, मस्कुलर सिस्टम और वर्टेब्रल सिस्टम. कहता है वर्टेब्रल सिस्टम आपको बेंड करता है और मस्कुलर सिस्टम आपको सीधा खड़ा करता है. कहता मैं आपको गर्दन में वो दे दूंगा पटा सा, पीठ पे वो बांध दूंगा. कहता है if you follow my advice, I will not advise you to put on all these things. Kada you fight, you do exercise, you do this, you do that. Keep yourself busy, nothing will happen. This time talking about 2000. 24 साल हो गए हैं, चल रहा प्रोग्राम, ठीक है ना. Everything is fine, there is no problem. Thank you so much.